Hello again, Tom from Every Step Calculus, EveryStepPhysics.com. This is Calculus 2 again, mean value theorem. More baloney from calculus. Unbelievable how they can come up with this stuff and dream up this worthless stuff, you know, in our lives. But we have to pass tests, and to me, I love programming this stuff, because then once you program it, it's all done. You never have to do it again, and I always can do the problems, and you can too if you buy my my programs and put them in your Titanium Calculator. Throw your calculus book away, worthless. Your teacher's notes are worthless, and all we're interested in is passing tests. That's all we're doing, and do some homework. But even homework is a nonsense type. You can do all the homework you want. If you don't pass the test, you're not going to pass that class. Okay. Conversely, if you pass the tests and the quizzes and do no homework, you'll pass the class. Okay. So keep that in mind. And calculus is scored on partial credit or the class curve. So whatever, you're competing against the person sitting next to you, not against the test. Okay, and the class. Index 8 to get to my menu. Let's do it. Very difficult problem. None of these are difficult if you study it for 2 weeks and just do them over and over and over again, like I do when I program this stuff. And then 2 weeks later, I have no idea how to do these problems again. I mean, you just don't. My mind is way too smart to memorize this crap and do it in the future, you know, as if I'm really interested, you know. So here's the mean value theorem, which comes up in your test, okay? And when it's busy here, it means it's loading the program. And then I like to get the problems off of Yahoo too, you know, and Yahoo Answers, and that's pretty pathetic too, how the people that answer these questions try to teach that student who's asking the question of the theory of calculus and all that stuff, you know. So anyways, we're going to enter the function here. You have to press alpha before you enter anything in these entry lines here. So we're going to press alpha. And the problem is x cubed. I have to go slow, otherwise the simulator screws up. Minus 3 times x plus 2. And then we're going to press enter. And we're going to add the lower range, which is minus 2, and then the upper range, which is 2. So alpha minus 2. There's a difference between this minus and this minus. Okay, this one's a minus that actually goes with the variable, and this is the computation minus. There's minus 2, and then we're going to press alpha for 2. I can always show you what you've entered, so you can change it in case you made a mistake. So it looks pretty good to me. So we're going to continue. Here's the formula for the mean value theorem. And let me just read what this one answer says, you know, and every answer, that's what they say. The mean value theorem says that if g of x is continuous on a and b and differentiable on a and b, then there is a number c such that g prime of c equals gb minus ga divided by b minus a. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that clear and wonderful? Bunch of baloney. Okay, so there's the formula. And I give you f of a first at f of minus 2. You put that in for all the x values of the function. Comes up with 0. at f at 2, the higher limit comes up with 4, okay? So you found that, and then b minus a is 2 minus a minus 2, so that equals 4. We do that in the formula, put it in the formula here just like this. Turns out to be 1. Now we take the function and we differentiate the function of 3x squared minus 3, which is the derivative of this, okay? And then at c, we change the c's, all the derivative to c's, 3c squared minus 3 equals, and then set it equal to what we found before, which is 1. Now we solve for c. Now we could probably solve for c here without the calculator, but I let the calculator do it. And you got 2. This one here does not fall within the range of what they gave you here, from minus 2 to 2, so then therefore you don't use that one. And here's the answer. And the approximation is 1.1547. Okay, this is the exact one here, answer. So that's the way you do this, and you can put any function they give you in here and it'll come up with the same exact thing. You know, sometimes I find the answer's wrong on Yahoo because once you program, it's exactly correct. And there's all kinds of chances of making mistakes in this stuff here, you know, minus signs and plus, minus a minus, etc., etc. So anyways, go to my site, buy my programs, and pass calculus. Why suffer? All right, have a good one.